Hi there. The purpose of this video is to show you how the drop list and the at-risk reports are pulled. Anybody can do this. I have an admin account, which means I can do this for the entire program, but any teacher, and I'm going to actually demonstrate this in my teacher account, is able to do this, as are lab proctors. Here goes. First, you're going to want to click on the enrollments key. Once here, in order to pull the at-risk report, what I'm doing is I'm hitting the grade parameters from 0 to 60. That shows everyone who has got a failing grade. Then for catalog, I usually choose Aiken County or the Aiken ACVA, but you can just leave the paging how it is and it will show everyone in the program who is both ACVA as well as VSE, but it also includes some of the flex courses we use for homebound. For now, I'm just going to hit ACVA because really that's all I've got here on my list as a teacher. And then you hit Get Data. Once it pulls the report, you're able to look at it and see right here those particular students as well as what their grades are, and so on and so forth. You can also pull the Excel sheet, which is exactly what I send whenever I send those out to counselors and lab proctors. The other side of this is for whenever I'm deciding who is going to be dropped from the program. That's based on 15 days of inactivity, and those reports are pulled on every Thursday. So to give you an idea of what this looks like, if I click on my calendar here, let's pretend for a second that the 12th is a day that we're going to pull students for drops. Now today's the 13th, so I did this last night. What I will do is I will count 14 days. I'm going to count back to this Wednesday. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said this Wednesday, but I was wrong. 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 days ago is the 26th. The 14-day report is usually said to be pulled on Wednesday and the drop's done on Thursday. So if I'm pulling the report on Thursday, I'm going to pull it for 15 days ago. So at this point, I'm going to go logins. I'm going to do exactly 0 in 15 days because I want to go back to Wednesday the 26th. So when I pull that report and I hit get data, it's going to pull any students who have not been logging in over that period of time. Now, it also pulls students that were just recently placed. So before I do any drops, I do go in and filter those students out. You can see that this one student that I have placed in here was only just placed in the course yesterday. So she is showing up on my list of students to be dropped. In terms of the report I share with you, once I do drops, I pull a report that shows not who should have been dropped, because that list is not necessarily who was. All right, it shows who was dropped by both VSE as well as ACVA over the last couple of days. So using the steps I just showed you, anybody with a Genius account would be able to anticipate who it is that's going to get dropped from a class. Now let's pretend for a second that it's Monday the 9th and you want to know who is at risk of being dropped. Now you can look at my at-risk report and see how their grades are, but if you want to know who's at risk of being dropped on Monday, then what you will do is you'll trace the days back to that Wednesday 2 weeks ago. Okay, so remember, on Thursday I'm going back 15 days. So from here you would go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. So if it was Monday the 9th, I would want to set this for exactly 0 in 12 days. Now, one last caveat is that I've asked teachers to go in and drop any students, even if they're logging in, if they have not submitted work in a 14-day period. And those teachers will drop students anytime they see that's happening, because we can't be paying teachers, or we can't be paying for seats for students who are absolutely doing no work and then report zeros and 2s and 3s for students who've been sitting in a lab all year and not doing work. So you may see where some teachers have dropped students in those cases.